So that the reason a material here was able to develop that consciousness at that very bottom level, where it could organize like long chains of DNA, very complex molecules that are going back toward organic life with consciousness embedded in its very genetic code. So you can form things like plant cells and the structure of plants, which is awesome because now we're more organic and full of life and engaged with a cycle of process based off of things like the sun, but you're rooted to the ground and still you're going back up toward freedom, but you're still a little limited. So you evolve into something that mutates into animal cells. Okay, that's a lot more mobility, a lot more freedom, maybe has a little more of a soul than a plant does, has this brain that's starting to evolve. Cool. But like I said, it's a very showcase or additive evolution where in order for it to better enhance its survival, it has to change its corporeal structure. Well, that eventually evolves to the human animal, room number one again. Now we've gone all the way back from atoms, from light, subatomic particles, atoms, molecules, consciousness comes into play. We've gone back up to plants, animals, and now we're back up to human ? Because we're only in substage 4. Remember, we have to resolve our issues in a more mature level. But whatever the question mark is, whatever we are evolving into, at the point that we reach this level of maturity, we not only resolve our own smaller sevenfold process, we resolve the sevenfold process of the very evolution of our entire cosmos, of our entire universe, from light, which is totally free and spiritual, down to maximum constraint and material through molecules and the development of consciousness, back up to being, our destiny is to be the very animals that shepherd that consciousness back toward a transcending of three-dimensional reality, which was created in the Big Bang, or let there be light, whether you approach it technologically, scientifically or religiously, and go back up to infinite mind. What was before the Big Bang? What was before God dreamed us up and created the universe? Our destiny is heaven. Our whole goal, our whole point of living is to become unified with consciousness itself. And that is as romantic of a vision as I can possibly think for human beings to take on. I hate the fact that if I go out on the street today and ask anyone if they could imagine a terrible world where human beings have totally screwed everything up and consumed ourselves to death and the planet is screwed and we're all just gonna die. They can go, yeah man, I'll tell you exactly what that looks like, feels like, smells like. I've seen 5 movies about it, I've read 45 books about it, I got that locked in. But if I ask them to imagine a world where we're all integrally and holistically working together, we become comfortable with ourselves enough to basically manifest that which the universe wants, restore Eden on our planet, and eventually transcend and go back up into heaven. People have no idea even what I'm talking about. People can't even imagine having a cooperative society. They're born into this, so they just accept it and hunker down, and that's the way it is. We're stuck in substage 4. You don't even have the creativity to lean to the left side of the arc. In substage 4, in that V painting at the very bottom, there's no middle ground. There's no non-participatory observer of life that just doesn't do one of the, I'm not trying to be destructive, but I don't have it to be creative. You are constantly choosing sides. You're doing one or the other all the time. So just align yourself as much as you can with the way the universe is naturally going, because our destiny is beautiful and is to basically merge with heaven and become sheer bliss, consciousness, all these things we tap upon. We can imagine at the furthest stretches of our creativity, of our imagination, but can never truly know. And is therefore the most beautiful, esoteric, amazing thing that you could ever devote your light to. Oh, I just said devote your light to. Wow, that was a great Freudian slip. I suppose it's more appropriate than saying life, but because all of life is light, and that's eventually our destiny. So I hope that this has helped you, maybe through the process of art and my trying to tap into my own genius, get the concept, feel the concept, so it can rattle around in there. And maybe when you think about our future, it's not so quickly that destroyed vision of Earth, but perhaps a beautiful, amazing destiny for the human animal. That's basically it.